Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, September 26th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So when we left off on Friday, we did say if we do not gap either higher or lower, expect a major chop inside of Friday's range. Well, right now, pre-market, you can see exactly what we've gotten as we've basically traded all of Friday's value in both the ES and SPY. ES is 15 wide, right at half back from Friday. It is a Jewish holiday today, so that could impact some range and volume as the week starts. Right now, Russell and Qs, triple Qs, basically the same thing as is. Well, Russell's actually, once again, acting worse than everybody else. They have a double distribution right now in the overnight. That's Friday from 4 to 8, and now this is this morning. So right now they have a double distribution day in their overnight, and they've actually traded below Friday's low pre-market. Now, nothing changes in the S&P until something changes in the daily as far as bulls are concerned, right? If we can't take out a daily high, then we have no chance of ever coming back into balance on the weekly for now. So they would need baby steps to take out Friday's high to come back into balance on the daily and then start the big task of trying to come into balance on the weekly. As far as the bears are concerned, the bears have everything going for them. Remember, we tested close to a balance low, a monthly large balance low, 5 months, $70 balance to the downside on Friday. Now, we got a pretty good bounce off of that in L&M. But again, the way we talk about taking it with a grain of salt, that to me was mainly short covering and bottom feeding. Late on the weekend, some shorts covering, some bottom feeders trying to pick up some momentum buying in the last hour. So, again, to me that doesn't mean anything until we take out Friday's high. If we take out Friday's low, things start getting a lot dicier for the bulls, especially if we get any tempo or volume below there. So please keep that in mind. Overnight high right now in SPY is 374.22. Overnight low is 364.37. ES 37.18.25 is the high. 36.71.50 is the low. So game plan for this morning, for now and or at 9:30. Well, if we open inside of this, again, expect major chop. I would expect to go back to overnight halfback and the 15 wide POC, right? You should get tremendous chop inside of here. Does it get resolved today? Well, I certainly hope it does. I'd love to see us take out the low and go trend down. Talk about having something to lean on coming out of a 5-month balance to the downside, say with a trend day. Will we get that? It all remains to be seen. But until we get that, there's really not much of a play here in A period. There's just too much chop for me. If you ought to, again, there's two visual plays depending on where the overnight high and low end up being. A short against value high and overnight high, and a possible long against value low and overnight low. Again, not great risk reward trades, but maybe something to see if you get some responsive bounce or short selling up here. If we come out of this balance to the downside, then I'm looking for shorts. Nothing but shorts. Okay? Because then we're talking about not too far away from the yearly low. And then we see if we get there and what happens as we take it out. And below that, you start getting into price vacuums again. So all early plays. Again, if you're in the trading room, you're going to be getting this up to the date as the market's evolving. Again, let's just show you SPY's charts. I recapped all three of these indices charts Friday night. If you haven't watched it, take the time to. I want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing to this YouTube channel. So here's our monthly, right? We got close to a 5-month balance low on Friday before we rallied. Does that continue? Remains to be seen. Like I said, one day doesn't make a market, especially on a monthly balance. We are right now below this trend line from COVID lows to where we are now. So we'll see if sellers are going to continue to get that. Again, the next trip to the downside is in the 320s in SPY in the bigger picture on the monthly. Weekly is firmly down. We had an outside week down 2 weeks ago. It was successful for bears last week, and now they continue to try to push lower. And the daily is certainly down as we've had our progression of lower highs, lower lows back in force that we had a good part of the first 6 months of the trading year. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.